Hello and welcome to FinTech Focus TV with me, Carl Charlson, Customer Success Director at Harrington Star. Filming today live at the Excel at FinTech Connect. I am really pleased to be joined by Liliana from Suprafin. Hi Liliana.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, fantastic. Having a great time at FinTech Connect.
Super. And for everybody watching and for myself, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and Suprafin?
Yes. I have 20 years experience in many areas of finance, from risk portfolio analytics. I was a market maker as well. I work in corporate finance, credit, software, product management, investment banking at Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank, Bank of America, etc.
You've done it all for everyone.
Yeah. And now as a founder of Suprafin, so Suprafin is a leading and pioneer digital asset investment risk compliance intelligence provider.
Excellent.
We offer 3 products. The first, ratings risk scores for every digital asset.
Okay.
Risk assessment reports that explains these risk scores and ratings. And a wealth tech platform that uses the risk scores to create lower risk, medium risk, and higher risk portfolio. And this is all offered to institutions, to banks, so banks can offer it to their retail clients, offer asset managers, portfolio managers, traders, payment providers, well, any institution really dealing with digital assets will kind of potentially require our solutions.
Excellent. I mean, that's a lot.
Yes.
You do a lot. And how have you found 2025?
2025 has been a very interesting year because what happened in the US, with the US bringing regulation into digital assets and crypto in particular, that has allowed financial institutions in the US to now enter or start to enter those industries. Mm-hmm. And that, to me, also has accelerated the demand and also the potential for other financial institutions outside the US, like in the UK. I see a lot of new companies now looking and inquiring about our solutions as they enter the market of digital assets. And also in Europe, with MiCA and MiCA coming into effect, we see also a lot of institutions, portfolio managers, asset managers inquiring into our solutions. So it's a great year, 2025, but we believe 2026 will even be better because yes, the demand for our products will skyrocket because it's kind of like the foundation for institutions that want to enter the digital asset space in a compliant way.
Excellent. Now, not everybody watching will be lucky enough to attend today. You're one of the speakers here at FinTech Connect. So what are the key takeaways going to be from your talk?
One of the key takeaways is about understanding fundamental risk versus market risk. Right. Fundamental risk is a leading indicator. By using our risk scores, which are fundamental in nature, you can think about what are the potential risks that will occur in the future. However, market risk is a more reactive risk, is more for short-term traders. And while both are complementary, the one risk solution you need at the beginning is always the fundamental risk, understanding fundamental risk, and that's what Suprafin brings to people.
Excellent. Now, you touched on 2026 a little bit in your previous answer. What are your outlooks for Suprafin in 2026 and what excites you about next year?
Yeah, 2026, we are going to expand massively into the US, as well as into Europe. We believe we'll be leveraging MiCA to reach to financial institutions that want to comply with MiCA, particularly asset managers, portfolio managers. Also, banks that might want to offer their crypto solutions or digital asset solutions for retail clients. They can leverage our wealth tech platform. We believe, the 2026 is going to be a fantastic year for Suprafin.
Excellent. And you've mentioned MiCA a few times. What impact is that going to have on European banks and the regulations over here?
Yeah, so European banks, a lot of them are trying to get up to speed and in a compliant way, so complying with MiCA to get into the digital assets and into cryptocurrencies and offer that to their clients. I believe the regulation is accelerating their entrance into the market, because before MiCA existed, institutions were very hesitant to even explore doing anything in crypto.
Yeah.
And I believe that also, obviously, the UK is in the process of passing regulation. We believe the UK will also will gain a speed, momentum, and also institutions in the UK will look to enter more into digital assets and crypto as regulation comes in the UK.
Yep. And then to finish off, one final question. What do you think will stop the mainstream adopting a digital currency?
I will say if they don't understand what are the proper risks of these digital assets, that's going to be that's a deterrent. So it's because they need to gain trust. To gain trust, they need to understand it. Once they understand what these digital assets are, and that's what Suprafin brings, we bring this trust, transparency, then that's going to accelerate it.
Excellent. Super. So, Suprafin, Liliana, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for watching FinTech Focus TV. See you on the next one.